Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we're making some big moves. We got something going on. Who knows what it is? Comment below.
Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just to the lean, the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Getting no licks in the band. Legacies.
That means you're extra
Justin almost hit this guy on a bike. Yeah, no kidding. What do you think? Little project, dude. Sick. Alright guys, we just picked up the Miata. I'm driving the Genesis back. There's Justin saying some last words to the old owners. And we're about to go sit in about 2 hours of traffic with the new Miata. It's kind of sketchy. Justin's a little bit scared. There's no top to it at the moment. But the guys say that it's been on 3-hour trips, 8 hours drifting, then 3-hour trip back, no problems. So we should see. I'm just excited to drive the Genesis with this stupid loud exhaust. So this should be fun. Alright, so we're about to put the Miata through the first test. We're driving home right now from Daly City, which is just south of San Francisco. We're actually in San Francisco right now in traffic. And there goes the Miata. We have about a 2.5-hour drive through traffic all the way back to the East Bay. This car is pretty solid, they say, but we're gonna learn today. Justin's liking it so far. This thing's pretty mean. It has short tube headers right now. They threw in a pair of long tube headers, and yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. All right, boys, so we bought a Miata. Now this thing here, got a really good deal with. The guys were great. They were building a 383 Stroker 280Z, which is insane, but this is what we got. This is gonna be our new drift car for this upcoming season. We are gonna have a build off. Now I'm the first one to say this with my buddy Brandon that has the old 240 I had. Well, I sold it to him and we're gonna have a build off. It's gonna be from the Miata to a 240. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta rep the team Miata versus the team 240. Now it's just gonna be about 3 of us. I think it's gonna be inside each team, 2 or 3, I don't know yet. But plans for this car are gonna be wide body. We're gonna get like a body kit that's gonna make the Miata look a little more aggressive. And then maybe I have to ask Brandon for this one, the 240 team. He's gonna have to maybe weld me something like a full roll cage because I think that'd be kind of cool. Got this Miata with all these signatures on it. That one's Rad Dan, and then we have Adam LZ here, and there's 2 other ones I can't remember what he said they were. But altogether, it's a pretty cool Miata. Came with a quick release, kind of like your basic. He drifted it already before at Sonoma, and that's where we're going to be drifting. I think he drifted at Sonoma, but it's pretty cool. It already has like the e-brake doesn't work. It's for basically sliding it. It does have, he swapped a 1.8 liter rear end into the back of this one. So the 1.8 engines, I think it came from like a 94. He swapped it into the rear. Other than that, it's pretty cool. He said there was a slight leak coming from the valve gasket. I've yet to see any oil actually come from it, so we'll see what happens there. Altogether, I love this thing. This has got to be one of my favorite cars I've ever owned. Super fun to drive, and even had it still has a radio installed. He said those are kickers. I'm not 100% sure if they are or not, but they work and it runs. Only thing that I don't have is a top. There is a top, but it's kind of jank, if you know what I mean. This right here, we're gonna actually cut this out This is the next plan. I want to keep the radio in there, so we're gonna get a plate. We're gonna cut this out and somehow maybe, I'm not 100% sure, we have to take it off, but I want this to be like a dash where we can have switches for the fans and stuff, because right now the fan is wired up directly to the airbag, so when you start the car, the fan kicks on, which isn't a bad thing. I'd just rather have a switch to turn it on and off. That way I can get the temperature kind of warm. I also noticed there's like the thermostat. I don't know if it's actually working or not. The thermostat goes up and down, but I'm not sure if it actually is connected. I don't know how it's working, but we'll have to look into that a little bit. It already has the Sleepy Eye mod, which I love. That's this right here, if you're not familiar with it. 240 owners know what's up because it has the pop-up headlights. The Sleepy Eye mod, basically, it stays like this. It looks like it's like sleeping. But the little LED bars, I love them. They're super bright at night. I want to clean up some of the wiring. We're gonna put a bash bar. We haven't figured out what happens to the losing team, but we're gonna have a build off, and then we're gonna take it down to Sonoma and have like a drift off. So we're gonna see which team can drift better and also build a cooler car. You guys are gonna vote on the cars, and we're gonna have like a scoring sheet or scoring like guidelines to when we go down and drift. So that way we can have like 2 competitions in one. So hopefully you guys are already subscribed to this channel. You're gonna see this whole build off. I'm actually gonna give my camera to Brandon and them, and they're gonna do their own vlogs, and they're gonna upload like weekly, as we are too. We're trying to keep it as separated as possible. Like, they can obviously watch this video, but they're not supposed to. It's against the rules. Brett might know a little bit of both because Brett's a little more mechanically inclined than like me and Tyler are. But I think we can tackle this. We can tackle this pretty good. But yeah, we got a Miata. Just because I don't know what was done to this car before, we're gonna change the plugs, which actually look new in the car, and we're gonna do the spark plugs. If you guys have ever seen a Miata spark plug change, but it's so damn easy. It's literally right here. Boom, plugs, boom, spark plugs, or wires, plugs, that easy. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go to your toolbox and get your ratchet and whatnot, but make sure you use a 5/8 spark plug socket. Now, the difference between a spark plug socket and a normal socket is in the inside of the socket, you will find a rubber piece that actually helps protect the spark plug. Now, I don't know if you can see down there, but the spark plugs, I already pulled the plugs off. The plugs are down there, I just kind of tossed them. You're supposed to inspect them to see if there's any white residue, but as you see, the spark plugs are right down there. Now, I'm already noticing there's liquid down there, which can't be good. So I'll have to inspect them when they get out. Okay, so upon further inspection, bad news, there's oil in my spark plugs, which could mean there's a major leak somewhere. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Maybe it's just that valve seal or valve cover leaking, like you said it was. Now we're gonna have to replace that for sure. No ifs, ands, and buts about that. But we'll take out the rest and see how they are. I'll try to clean it out as much as I can. We're gonna do an oil change, not tonight, but coming up. But I did find oil. That can mean a failing O-ring. Hopefully it's not a something more serious. Hopefully it's just that valve cover gasket. Took all of them out, only 4 obviously, it's 4 cylinders. And this is an NGK. This one's also an NGK, but it looks like it's a different type, which is kind of weird. Only one had oil on it, but it seriously needed a spark plug change. Look at the tip of those. Just freaking fried. All 4 of them are like that, which isn't good. So this is good that we're doing this. I want to try to clean it out down there as much as I can. Look at all the crap that just came off of them. It's disgusting. That's crazy. This is what's igniting my car, basically. I mean, it's very dangerous that there's oil in there, only because any oil could ignite and catch fire. So we want to keep an eye on that. I'm going to put these new plugs in there tonight, but it sounds like we're going to have to do another plug change pretty soon. Just how these are. Oh, so it looks like I actually have these, which is good. So after doing a little further inspection, you can definitely see it's coming from the valve cover. I don't know if you can see it on camera there, but it's just, you can see the oil seeping from the seal, or not the seal, the valve cover gasket right into the spark plugs, which is not good. So we're gonna have to replace that as soon as I can. We're gonna put a little anti-seize right on the threading there. That way we have no problems taking them out later on. Basically, anti-seize makes it so it doesn't seize and gets stuck in there. Okay, so I mirrored what was my picture was before. If this helps you guys, wire second's the longest, first is the shortest, third is the second, and then you have this one that goes here, first, second. So hopefully that helps you guys out. It's not really hard to change spark plugs on here, and we'll see how it fires up. Alright guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I got a new drift car. We are hashtag Team Miata. Make sure to hashtag that and comment that below on our photos on our Instagram. If you don't already follow us at Dusk Motorsports on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We update Instagram daily. All the rest are kind of just get information out. But if you want to support us, we're going to be having shirts versus Team Miata versus Team 240. That's going to help us fund these builds, because it does get very, very costly. But other than that, comment below. I want to see what you guys think, which way we should put this, or what kind of kits you want to see, or which direction we should go in. Once again, it's going to be a build off between the 240 and a Miata, which typically doesn't happen. Normally it's like Miata versus Miata or 240 versus 240. But we're going to try to do kind of like two of the opposites. One that could be really powerful, and one like this guy that can be somewhat powerful, but you know, like a turbo or something. But hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, thank you.